To Zikhona, Tshona now. There is a heavy police presence outside a Home Affairs office in Pretoria. Various funeral parlor owners have blocked the entrance to the building. They're protesting over what they say are delays in death registration issues. Zikhona, thanks very much for joining us. Explain to us in more detail exactly what the grievances are.
This is the situation outside the head office of Home Affairs. Funeral parlors have blocked entry to this office, saying that they will not move until such time that their grievances are heard. They're saying that Home Affairs is holding back on some of the death registrations that they feel that they should be able to give families, particularly during the time of bereavement. Families should not have to travel to Home Affairs offices to get this documentation. In front of the door is a huge police presence, as well as on the streets just outside the offices, and the police officers trying to make sure that the funeral parlor people do not get entry into the offices, but they are quite determined since we arrived here a short while ago, saying that they will not move until such time that someone from the Home Affairs department comes and meets with them. But to get more on this story now, I'm joined by someone who is leading the members of the funeral parlor, the various funeral parlor organizations that are protesting outside this office, from the Unification Task Team, which is leading these protests. Ma'am, if you can just give us a breakdown of the grievances of the funeral parlors that are protesting here.
Our grievances, we want the COC to be scrapped from Home Affairs because actually it belongs to the Department of Health. I want the designation that has been issued by the Home Affairs should be done immediately after we wrote the exams. We want all the funeral undertakers, the startup, they must also be allowed to share the storage or to rent the storage, work together with the bigger undertakers.
If you can just break this down to us, what does the CIC certificate stop you from doing? What does this all mean for the public?
Okay. The COC is the certificate that you get in from the Department of Health. That is actually what is showing that you actually have got a fully flushed operational mortuary, meaning you've got fridge, you've got everything that the department wants as a compliance, of which we are not against that. We are happy with that, but what we're asking them is that let them allow the small undertakers that are starting to rent or to share the mortuary facilities with the bigger mortuaries that have got everything. That is what we're asking.
You've been here from early this morning. No one yet from Home Affairs has come out to meet the delegation here. What's the plan?
Say it again.
What's the plan going forward now?
The plan is that we have been talking to Home Affairs for a decade. We have been giving them the memos. We have been asking them to whatever that we need. So for us to be here today, we want the answers today. We want them to give us the circular today. We're not going to allow them to say they will send a letter or they will do what. When we leave here, we want to make sure that our business is suffering. We're standing here. We are business people. We have left our business to come and toy. That is not what we want. We want to be professional business people. So before we leave here, we want to have the letter that says that meets our demand. That is why we're here today, and that is what we're going to do. We're not going anywhere until we get the final result today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, man. That's the leader of the Unification Task Team, which is leading the various funeral parlor organizations that are gathered here now. Home Affairs did release a statement yesterday saying that it's always open to engaging with funeral parlors, but it can simply not allow a situation where parlors that don't have the correct certificates to operate are able to issue death certificates. There are some funeral parlors, particularly during the lockdown, that were given temporary permission to be allowed to sign off deaths and able to make sure that families are able to bury their loved ones on time. But behind me, as you can see, as they're living true to their promise in saying that they will not move until such time that the protest, their demands are met, until someone from Home Affairs comes out to give their memorandum. I've received the memorandum, very lengthy, about 200 pages long, but we'll continue to be stationed out here and give you updates as this story continues to develop.
Zikhona, Tshona, thank you very much for that update live for us outside a Home Affairs office in Pretoria. The funeral parlor owners saying that they've been talking to Home Affairs for about 10 years now, and this issue is yet to be resolved. We'll continue to